Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world. This week sponsored by Grave Robbers from Outer Space, the classic card game Back from the Dead. Stay tuned to the end of the video to hear more.
I'll bet you anything you get paid better than me.
You'd be surprised. This is why we need a sponsor. We're looking at The Vampire's Night Orgy, a title that comes with expectations.
A chambermaid, a kitchen cook, major domo, gardener.
The domestics' night orgy. Their bus travels through the mountains.
But more than one of you is dying of boredom.
It's early in the film for that. By the great tradition of European horror, their bus should break down outside a castle, preferably during a storm. But instead, the driver's passed out.
He hasn't passed out. This man is dead.
Well, that's even worse.
Better take the girl outside and entertain her while we try to make this less disagreeable.
No castle either, but they do find a town to stop for the night.
What do we do with the body?
What do you want to do, get him a room? But the inn is empty, as is the whole town.
There's no one.
The only person they meet is Lewis, who is lost.
And I'm not sorry.
In the circumstances, they decide to each take a room upstairs, but Lewis finds his wardrobe is damaged. Well, isn't that fortunate? Couldn't have hung a picture with eyes. This place is getting 5 stars on TripAdvisor. Meanwhile, Ernesto goes for a stroll. And it turns out the village is not empty when the sun goes down. If these are the vampires, I'm a lot less enthusiastic about that orgy. The following morning, Alma wakes. Who's been sleeping in my bed? The inn's owners don't mind the fact that they spent the night and are in fact most hospitable.
Your friends are already below having breakfast.
Except the man next door who won't come out of his wardrobe until you've got up, showered and slowly towelled yourself down while licking your lips provocatively. The mayor explains where everyone went last night.
To the cemetery.
Perfectly normal. He seems friendly too.
I always like to be close to youth and beauty.
You can't have my room. The mayor is called into the kitchen to sort out a problem.
Major, what kind of food are we going to serve out there?
The inn doesn't have any food.
You know perfectly well that this problem, like all others, will be solved by the Countess.
Turns out the Countess takes a direct approach to problem solving.
Now, what good is that rotten leg to you, huh?
This meat has a real tender appearance.
Though the ankle bracelet is a little weird. Ernesto now returns.
Are you asking for me?
And it's time to go. But
Well, what's wrong now?
the mayor offers to put them up until replacement parts can be sent for.
Very well, Mr. Important. You can strip our souls bare if you want in front of the whole village.
Marcos has been a dick throughout, but that still seems a very odd reaction. As long as they're staying, it's time to meet,
The Countess.
played by Dark Corner's favourite Helga Lean. Like the rest of the town, she's delighted to have them here.
To me, it's the most agreeable surprise I've had in a great many years.
To the extent that
She would feel truly honored if you, in the name of the entire group, would accept this little gift of money.
oh, you're giving me money, are you, Mr. Important? The Countess also takes a liking to Caesar. But then, not a massive surprise, but I do like what happens next as she feeds her lover to the locals. Back at the inn, I've got a theory about who sabotaged the bus. I am never checking out. It's time somebody politely but firmly removed Lewis from that room so someone else can sleep there.
I'll stand guard. Count on me. And I'll bring my bloodhounds along.
Despite his peeping, Lewis is also attempting a subtle courtship of Alma, slipping love notes under her door.
I simply wanted you to know that someone's watching over you.
I doubt she'd be so happy if she knew the context. That night, Vampire Ernesto lures Marcos and Godot into the bus of the living dead. Lewis and Alma are now starting to suspect that something is going on, despite the great food. They plan to leave with Raquel and her daughter Violet.
We'll have to wait until night. All those people are watching us.
Rude, isn't it? But Raquel can't find Violet, who has run off
Don't worry, I'm not going to hit you.
for some reason. She's playing in the graveyard with her vampire friend,
Ah! Come on, let's bury your doll.
while Mom encounters the Countess, who is shooting an 80s music video. In the graveyard, the vampire boy hides his new friend from the other vampires.
Violet! Violet!
Did he just accidentally suffocate her? This has taken a dark turn. I did think when Mom, now a vampire, showed up, the girl would turn out to be okay. But no, it's only Lewis and Alma who escape with an admirable lack of concern for their fellow travellers.
There's no time to look for anyone. Come on.
Despite a last-ditch attempt by the Countess.
We'll have to take her with us.
Why? Just dump the body. They tell their story to the local police, who don't take it very seriously.
I usually dream about things more pleasant. Above all, having a companion as pretty as you are.
Hey, show some respect to the girl I've been peeping on. Here's the problem with this film.
It's a succession of strange things.
But none of them add up to anything, let alone an orgy.
If there's anything I'm sure of, it's that.
Don't let the title fool you. Resurrected after 15 years, classic card game Grave Robbers from Outer Space is back from the dead. Play as rival directors trying to shoot your B-movie while fending off attacks from space critters, masked stalkers, and vampire beach babes. Mixed genres. How will your nymphomaniac cheerleader face down a giant tentacle? Drop your favourite cliches. We've seen your breasts, now you must die. Cat in a closet. Or lay down the ultimate double B-movie smackdown. Aim for the head, kick to the groin. Will your prom queen, big dumb jock, and post-apocalyptic warrior live to see the credits roll? Join the Kickstarter campaign to dig up the classic game and be one of the first to get your hands on the updated deck. You can also claim exclusive perks, get access to work-in-progress versions of next season's cards, or become part of the Gross crew. You and your loved ones can even be immortalized as cards in the game. Take your B-movie obsession to the next level. Check out the website graverobbersgame.com and support Gross on Kickstarter. The links are in the description below.
It's marvelous.
Thanks for watching. See all our vampire movie reviews here. We've never had a sponsor before, but a card game called Grave Robbers from Outer Space? Come on!